the winding road. I've got a name, I've got a name. Like the singing bird and the croaking toad. I've got a name, I've got a name. And I carry it with me like my daddy did. But I'm living the dream that he kept here. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving ahead so life won't pass me by. Like a north wind whistling down the sky. I've got a song, I've got a song. Like the whippoorwill and the babies cry.
So the weather was changing constantly. Rain was in the forecast, and it was moving north from the south, progressing towards the northern heights. My only option so far was to ride north as fast as possible in order to beat the rain. Progressively, as it often does, the weather had finally turned, but this time in my favor. The clouds had been pushed out by the sun, and I had only one desire now, to find a spot to swim, and who knows, maybe to find my dinner.
Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving ahead so life won't pass me by.
pretty successful dive honestly, so I caught 2 scallops, a few shell I'm not really sure to identify, and blue Ross. And now it's good to find another place to cook and sleep. I was now heading towards a shelter. So Norway has a vast network of shelters. Some are simple huts lost in the forest, while others are much more modern buildings. The problem is that it's often impossible to know what shelter will look like, since there aren't always photos available. So I just choose one along my route, hoping for a good surprise. The road was amazing. The sun was still shining in the sky, and I could already feel the days going longer the more I was heading over. Tonight I got extremely lucky to find a shelter which looked more like a house than a shelter, which was actually with running water, so I could wash all my gears. It was actually going to be a few days before I could dive again, so it was very important that I washed all my gears to prevent the smell.
As I get long gone, out where the wind blows, a desert sky, she flies by for miles. As I keep walking, people keep talking about things they've never seen or done. Homeless sleep in the park, sweethearts kiss in the dark. I myself just move on through time.
I never cooked clams this big before, easily 10 times the size of the one I collect back in Brittany. But a clam is a clam, no matter its size I guess, so I decided to trust the same method I knew, cooking them until their shell open, a clear sign that they were ready. The only difference this time was the heat. Instead of a pan, I had a big barbecue. I was soon visited by a few local fishermen who were very curious about my catch. I asked if they had ever tried this kind of shellfish, and they told me they had no idea what it was. Their honest answer made me a little bit doubtful about the edibility of my dinner. But, as I said before, a clam is a clam, and it should be edible. As I was growing a little bit unsure about the clams, I washed the clams a few times, removing the organs and keeping only the muscle, just in case they held any parasites or anything else not really fit for eating.
I'll make another mile. Town to town I run, my horse ain't too drunk. The wind is singing to the sun. Out to the back, boy writes a song in blood.
I'm not a very great cook, but caramelized onion and potatoes cooked in butter is always nice. And it went pretty well with the clams, honestly. The rust was big enough to fill me up. Its white flesh was firm and flaky, a solid piece of meat with smoky taste.
senoritas lose it to the mariachi music.
Just after eating, I spent the evening with a fisherman. One of them even spoke French, so we talked a lot about fishing, hunting, the simple beauty of Norway. He showed me his catch from his region, I showed him pictures of my own catch from France.
Wait.
It was a very nice evening, where the conversation wasn't driven by politics, news, gossips, just the simple things that really mattered to us.
Komma bort nu ska du.
Nice.
Nej, han förbereder. Nu ska jag handla.
Out to the back.